All right. We are live in the garden of Feodora. Say hi, buddy.
Hi.
Hi. Move. All right. So we're just enjoying the air. Yep. Nothing special.
Rocking.
Just me and my buddy. I guess that's something special, right?
Yeah, just rocking back and forth on a new swing.
Yeah, rocking on the swing. It's gonna storm soon. There we go.
Yeah.
And we out here trying to catch the beautiful rain when it comes. Look at that sky.
Putty.
And she's playing with putty. Let's get over there. With glitter eyes.
I may have been playing with some glitter art.
Playing with your glitter art.
Yeah, so glitter's on my eyes.
Mm.
It doesn't, not all the way in my eyes, but around my, you know.
Yeah.
Olive gave me a scratch. Olive scratched me right
Olive scratched
there.
you? Mm.
I don't know if you can see that. It's like right there.
Oh, poor baby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Olive didn't mean it.
Yeah.
He's just goofing off. So we had a great harvest yesterday, right? Now, I filmed that video. Hopefully, it's about 10 minutes long. So I'll edit that and hopefully I'll get that up in a couple of days. But you want to say some of the things that we got from the harvest?
We had yellow zucchini, green zucchini, some tomatoes.
What kind of tomatoes did we get?
Yellow cherry.
What else?
We got some dragon peppers. Basil. Oregano?
No oregano. Rosemary.
Oh yeah.
We also got the first something that we never got from our garden before.
Gypsy pepper.
A gypsy pepper. What else? Something big and purple.
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Oh yeah. What else did we get?
Well,
we got
what we saw.
What did we see?
We saw like 30 watermelons in there.
Oh yep. There's some nice watermelons in there.
No.
But they're not. We can't get them yet. They're not ready.
Yeah, they're still little baby. But they're bigger than my hand.
Yep. Yes, they are. That thunder sounds so good. Watch out! Craziness. I was trying to get that. Look at that. Look at that sky over there.
It's grayish. And look at the other skies.
The other sky. There's two skies out here.
It's almost as big as my car out there.
What else did we get from there? We got some. Oh, we got
chocolate cherry.
The chocolate cherries. We also got the yellow
Jubilee.
The yellow Jubilee. Hey,
Hey, Shadow.
there's Shadow.
Wild kitten.
Yeah, she's a wild cat. She doesn't sleep in the house.
Olive's acting like he's a wild cat, always outside, like every hour of the day. But he's not.
What do we have growing on those trees over there?
Persimmons.
Persimmons. And what else is over there?
Asian pears.
Asian pears. And I think by this is about September, I believe that's what it was last year. We should get those persimmons coming in. Why are you messing with them?
That's my putty. That's putty.
Don't give them putty. Don't give them putty, buddy. You're gonna make them come over and start wanting stuff from us. I have nothing for them.
I do.
It's almost 3 o'clock. You know what that means, right?
What?
What I tell you gotta do at 3 o'clock? Hmm?
No.
What I tell you to do at 3 o'clock?
Wash.
That's right. We'll get clean because we're gonna try to leave here about 4:30.
Go to the movies and see Ant-Man.
To go to the movies and see Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hey, Dad, put your camera over here.
What you got? What is that? What are you making, worms?
Question mark?
The question mark? I think the question mark belongs to the top of my head because I'm trying to figure out what you're making. Let me see.
Wait, let me get this part off. And so, this is the question mark, you know. Doesn't look much like it, but and here's a dot. You get it? Smush. Chicken! Smush. Everything, something, smush. Whoa. I'm gonna lay upside down. I'm gonna lay upside down.
You gonna lay upside down?
Yep.
You gonna let all the blush, all the blood rush to your head?
If my head does start hurting, then I'll just put my head up like this.
You gonna be upside down?
Yeah.
Ah, get your feet out my face. Let me see. You still got the owie on your foot. How's your foot feel?
Good.
It feel better? So if I touch it right here, does it hurt?
No.
It doesn't hurt no more?
No.
What about this?
Oh.
Ah.
What about this one?
Does this hurt?
No.
Like that. The chickens, I don't know. I don't think there's. Well, they're all right. The types there are the
We got some red eggers.
reds, Buff Orpingtons. Buff Orpington is the yellow one. She's hiding around somewhere.
Yeah. Look, she's behind us.
The yellow one, she's hiding around. It's okay. I'll wait for her to come on camera. But yeah, those two chickens that you saw were the black ones are called the Black Stars, and they're over there too.
I'll go get one.
You gonna pick her up?
Yep. Let me get my shoes on.
Oh, my daughter's gonna go pick her up and show her off.
The black ones are pretty.
Yeah. Oh, she's coming out. That's the Black Star right there.
Okay, let me go get the yellow.
With the shiny feathers, with the blue on it and the green on it. She lays big,
Show off.
yeah, she lays big brown eggs.
Okay, let me go.
Are we jeeping them from the eggs? What do you mean by that? Are we keeping them from the eggs? You mean? What do you mean?
Wait, what did I say?
Not you.
Where's my putty?
I don't know.
No.
You lost it. Now, how did you lose something that was in your hand?
I set it down like right here.
Now, why would you sit it down when I told you don't put that on top of the
I need to put my shoes on.
But I told you not to. I don't care what you have to do.
Wah!
Stop it. Look, there she is. You don't have to go get her.
Well, let me get the other.
And that's a rare breed of chicken right there. It's called a cat chicken.
Come on, sit.
Yeah, they're actually really good. Just in general, all their eggs taste the same. But when it comes to tasting eggs from a yard-raised free-range chicken versus the eggs you get from your local store, they're extremely good. There's a richness to the yolk. It just tastes better. I have a video coming where I'm going to do a free-range chicken egg and a store-bought egg, and I'm going to crack them both, prepare them the exact same way, and so you can see the difference in how they look. And then I'm going to do a taste test, a blind taste test actually. I'm going to do it with my daughter and someone else, and also myself, see if we could tell which one is the farm egg. They do taste better. What are you doing to those chickens over there, girl? The yellow one is the Buff Orpington. We actually had about 4 of those Buff Orpingtons. And what happens is, since the Buff Orpingtons are yellow, and they stand out against the grass, the hawks can see them, and the hawks swoop down and take them away and make them their dinner. So we only have one Buff Orpington left. Look at her. That's actually her favorite, the yellow chicken. Here's your putty, looking like some used gum. Crazy Bones. Yeah, I know. And the thing about it is, I had a video where we had just brought about 5 new Buff Orpingtons. The thing about the Buff Orpingtons, the yellow ones, is that they're calm, they're docile, they're sweet, they're friendly, and they're not as noisy as some of the other chickens. And we had them in there. They got about a month or so old, and we let them out so they can walk around and begin grazing. Once they got out, we left. We went like to a restaurant or something like that, thinking it would be okay, thinking the big ones would protect them, and they didn't. And we came back to nothing but a pile of feathers. And that's it. That's the story. So, and the thing about it is, we have Arcanas, which are blue egg layers. Some of them lay green, and we had a bunch of those. The hawks came and got them, but we were able to save 4. And so we let them out again about a few weeks later. One went rogue, and she got eaten. So we have 3 more Arcanas in there that should be ready to come out in a couple of weeks. We have another little baby Arcana in there. We're going to keep in there for about 2 months. We have some red acres in there. That this will be our first time having those. And yeah, they lay red eggs, so they're in there along with something called a red star hen. We didn't. We've never raised those before, so this is our first time doing them too. And she's off. Yeah, but the chickens are good. It's just the only problem with raising chickens for me is they like to leave presents on a porch. And I actually had a gate built. It was like a little deer netting, and I took it down just yesterday so the person who mows the lawn can come by and clean up everything. As you see, he didn't come. He just did that area over there. And so now we need to get a real fence. I'm gonna get a real metal fence with a gate on it. They like to leave little presents on your porch, so you come outside with no shoes on. Just get ready. What I eat for health? Which video was that? Which video are you talking about where I show what I eat for health? Look at her. As silly as she want to be. Oh, thank you. Thank you. A lot of those seeds are planted by her. She loves to do it. The only time we're sad actually is I guess when it comes winter and there's no time to plant seeds and there's no harvesting. But that's when we do our little knowledge videos on how to like clone plants, and I guess we're gonna do more cooking. We have knowledge videos that we're doing. some scripts that I'm actually writing right now, where we're doing knowledge videos. I'll put it like that. I don't want to put too much out there right now. And where I have me, her, and we're all involved in it. We're gonna have a blast with it. Hopefully, I can get those episodes done and up by fall, because once the fall come, we do the fall harvest. Then it goes into winter. There's not really too many videos that we can put up, so we're gonna we're gonna focus more on like the knowledge side of the garden, Feodora. Yes, yes, it is. It's learning. I see. She loves doing it. I love doing it. I love teaching her. Her eyes, the way they glow and light up whenever she learns something new, or she finds a new creature in the garden, or we have a new vegetable, or she sees the way something grows. She lights up, and it does a lot for me and my soul. When I was younger, I yearned for this type of environment, but I didn't know how to express it because I didn't have it. I just remember being the type of kid who was like, I'm tired of looking at concrete. Then when I got older, I moved downtown to Metropolis, basically, and it was all concrete. And I absolutely loved it. I love living downtown. And, busy nightlife. I'm a nightlife person, you know. And then when she was born, I decided, thank you. And when she was born, I decided I wanted to give her some of the things that I yearned for, because she actually expressed at a young age. She told me one day, she said, Dad, I want to raise some chickens. She was about 3 years old. And I said, really? She said, I want to raise some chickens. I said, okay. I kind of kept that in the back of my head. And then she would draw pictures of birds and butterflies and things like that. And then she told me she told she told me she would love to like grow veggies and live on a farm.
I found it.
I know. So let me give you this. This is a longer story. I talked about it in another video, but I plan on actually doing a whole entire like story about how this came to be. But as for now, I'm just enjoying every moment of it. I've learned to enjoy moments no matter how big or small. I'm not the kind of person who ever complains about the weather. You know, if the sun's bright, then let it be. Just drink your water and stay healthy. Stay hydrated. When it begins to rain and the clouds form, let's look into the sky and see what kind of creatures we can find living amongst the clouds, right, buddy?
Mhm.
Yeah. What did we see over there the other day? What did it look like? Remember that cloud? That was.
First it was a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turned into a poodle
Mm-hmm.
breathing fire.
Yep.
And then it turned into a lion like this.
Yep. And we just watched it. So the idea now is, I heard some thunder, and the wind was blowing the trees. I said, let's go out there and see if we can catch the storm. So that's the idea now. And when a storm comes here, it's very beautiful because you can see it way in the distance, and the whole sky, especially if it's a fast-moving storm, you'll see it. Thank you so much. The storm will it'll turn gray, and it'll just rush up, and it just all turns gray. And then you got to get in the house because that lightning will start flying around here. Yeah. Since a kid, I've been fascinated with storms. I remember being young and my grandmother would yell, and get off the phone, it's lightning. I guess she thought I was going to blow my ears off or something. Or maybe shock the sense into me. I don't know what she thought, but she get off the phone. So I would get off the phone. Stop it. Why are you doing that?
You like my drill fingers?
Well, let's go check on the babies. You may have to get them some water, okay?
Okay.
Hey, it's drizzling. You feel that? Put your arms out.
Oh, I felt it. Why is it always on my face, though? Right?
I don't know. You tell me. What is going on with you? What is that on your head? A visor to protect you from the rain? It's raining, buddy. Hey, 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 your car. Get your car out the field. Back it up. Back it up, back it in. Here's the babies. Hey, babies. The big girls, those are the Aracanas. And the thing about the Aracanas is they don't get much bigger than that. And their combs don't get much bigger. The other Aracana is that little one right there with the stripe on his head, the brown one. Those guys, those are the red eggers, and the rest of them are red stars. I forgot what the red eggers are called. They're called something and I totally forgot. You need some water? That's Feodora's job. Yep. But pretty soon, I'm going to take the Aracanas out. Let them live with the other ones. What is Feodora? That's a Feodora right there. My daughter. Her name is Feodora. This is her garden. What is a Feodora? Tell me. And now you know. Knowledge born. When you learn something new, Feodora, when you learn something new, is knowledge born, right? That's right. Somebody just got knowledge born. What do you suggest to get these chicks? What do you mean? To get them for Christmas? Get them for their birthday? What do you mean? What else suggest to get them? Where do I suggest to get them? Is that what you mean? All right, it's raining.
What do you mean by that?
Oh no, I'm talking to somebody.
Talking to who?
Somebody on someone on YouTube. They're asking me questions.
Whoa! I just saw lightning over there.
You did?
It was real. Are you still recording?
Yes, I am. To get them for raising eggs. Well, we actually have out here in this county. There's a garden supply store, and every few months they get a batch of little teeny, like 1 to 2 day old chickens from, and we go in there and we pick them out. So that's how we get them. They also have places online where you can actually buy eggs and incubate them in your house, or you can buy live chicks by the dozen and bring them and incubate them in your house, or if you have a chicken coop like we do and inside your chicken coop or something like that. But that's how I suggest you do it.
It's a leaf pack.
Because I'm magic. That's how I do it. I have wires hooked up to my skull that are broadcasting straight to YouTube. So you're seeing straight from the eyes of the father of Feodora.
Nope.
Don't.
That's not true.
No, I have a harness. Kinda. But yeah, there's a wire going straight to my brain.
No. That's not true, viewers.
Quiet, you.
Hey.
Alrighty.
Dad, I'm wrapping my putty.
This is
so it doesn't get wet.
Virginia. We're in Virginia. You said what, sweetheart?
I'm wrapping my putty up in slime so it doesn't get wet.
Why? Why are you doing such a thing? Actually, it looks like some kind of salmon wrapped in spinach or something. It looks pretty good. No lie. But yep. So we were going to move the sprinkler down to here so we can water this area because we had the sprinkler going up here, but we don't have to because
It's raining.
because it's raining. Let's walk inside real quick. I don't have my.
Inside the house?
No, lovely. Inside the garden. Those are our 2 new watermelons. There's one there. There's one there.
We didn't get any watermelons last year.
Nope. It's a whole different ball game this year.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just the way we're doing things.
Okay, let me finish wrapping up my slime putty.
Your slime.
I keep calling it slime for some reason.
These are my, oh, this one's not doing too good. I don't know why. It's moist in there. Just didn't take, I guess. So I'll move you. I think you're my, yeah. I'll move you here. Are there people where I live? Yeah, you know. This is a very rural area, shall I say. Okay. West Coast. I've considered that. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Want a tomato?
I want,
One of the sweet ones?
my newly wrapped.
Ah, I dropped it.
I'll eat it.
Don't eat the one I dropped. All
Wait, I'm coming over there.
right, princess.
And look what I did.
Okay, I'm not interested in that. Here, take this. Ready?
I ate.
Mm. Very sweet, very sweet. Those are my favorite tomatoes. Oops.
Dad, do you want to do the honors of unraveling this?
Okay, let me unravel this for you. This is what you want? Is this how you plan to entertain the people?
Yes.
Is this how we doing it?
Yep.
Cookie, this is disgusting, sweetie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look at this. Here, get this out of my life.
What? What? What did I do?
What did you do? And this is my new baby here. We had a giant cabbage here that we pulled up, and oh no, my beans. We don't want that. That's something you don't want in your garden. That's kind of like a disease when your things start getting spotty. But what I can do is open these up, save the pods,
Dad,
plant
can I
them.
go back to the swing and get all this grass out?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll check in a little while, okay?
Okay.
There's a nice big one. Here, take this string bean.
What did you say?
Take this string bean.
I'll eat it.
You're gonna eat a raw string bean?
Yeah. That'd be good. I've never even had a raw spring.
Anyway, this is my new baby. This is my acorn squash. I love acorn squash. I did a video where I cooked acorn squash. And, yep, right from the garden. So I'll show another one coming. This right here is a June bug. Currently, I'm editing a video where we eat the June bugs. Yes, you heard me right. That video is coming soon. I actually have that one up on the computer in the house that I'm currently editing right. Before I came out, I was doing it. Hopefully I can have it done by tomorrow. You know, and I hope you like my, excuse me, some of the humor I incorporate in those videos too. It's fun for me. Why don't I open a farm? What exactly do you mean by that? Hold on, excuse me. I got a tomato skin in my mouth. Why don't I open a farm? You mean so others can come and pick their own fruit and things like that? Well, I will say this. We have a very long driveway. And at the end of the driveway, it's too late to do it now, I believe. I wanted to do it last year and the year before that. And this year it escaped me because there's a lot of things going on in my life right now, honestly. But I was going to set up some buckets like these. Buckets and grow bags at the far end of my driveway. Put squash seeds, tomatoes, sunflowers, and some other things in there. And put up a nice sign that said, Feodora's Garden. Take what you want. Leave some for others. And if you drive past, you can go and pick up. And these are our strawberries. There's not many on there. There's strawberries down there too. When you drive past, pick some strawberries, pick some tomatoes, pick some corn. So we have corn here. Pick some peppers. Take whatever you want. Just don't be greedy. Just take what you would like. You know, enough to make yourself a sandwich. And you know, make yourself a good salad. But I didn't get around to it, you know. But that's something I really want to do. And I wanted to build a glass box at the end of my driveway because my daughter has a ton of books, and have it like a drop off and take one, where people could drop off their old books and take a book, drop a book, take a book. That way we can get some new materials in the house, and it's a sharing thing. I love community efforts. Where do I live exact? I live in Virginia, and yes, we want animals. I plan to get some sheep. I want 2 goats, and my daughter wants a pony. And this is actually a good area to have a pony. You know, but she wants a pony. I want to get 2 goats and maybe 2 sheep. And these are my melons. Check that out. That's another one growing. And my daughter found this one. I don't know how I missed it. She saw this yesterday. Oh, look at that big old cricket right there. Anyway, look at that melon. Isn't that great? There's a tomato. And these tomatoes here don't turn orange or red. Those are yellow jubilees. This here is my zucchini, another one. Look at that. They're just growing. See how big that is? And yes, there's a wire attached to my head that goes directly to YouTube. Don't listen to what she says. But yeah, that's it. I have radishes down. My gypsy peppers are over there. Those yellow tomatoes right there. You know, they're actually ready to get picked. Chocolate cherry tomatoes. These are my dragon cayennes. There's a melon right there. I think that's actually a cantaloupe. That's a cantaloupe right there. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking down. Your question was, let me go back. I live in Virginia. It's me and my daughter. And yeah, he asked about the animals. I told you that we have my plans for animals. Whether it's going to manifest, I don't know. But that's our plan for getting animals. There's my tomatillo. There's actually 2 plants in that grow bag. Those are potatoes in that blue bucket. Once those stalks turn brown and wither back, then I take that bucket, turn it upside down, and I pull the tomatoes out of it. That's a plant I'm cloning right there. Yeah. Yesterday it was about 100 degrees. Today it got 90 something. The day before yesterday was like 98. It's been in the 90s all week. But you know, we keep the AC going and keep the sprinkler on. Like I said, we don't complain about the weather. We just enjoy it. And I don't think this is going to make it. Oh, no, it's not. And I've noticed something in the last week. Ooh, acorn squash, great. Oh no, we purchased this area. Like I said, it's a long story, and I've kind of like Pulp Fiction. If you piece my videos together, you'll get the full story. But pretty much, I lived in Baltimore City, and about 3 years ago, I decided to change my life and go in a different direction because my daughter, I didn't want her. I wanted her to have a little something different than I did growing up. So I made sure she got that. And we looked around. We looked in Pennsylvania. We looked all over. We even looked in Delaware and Maryland. We saw some decent land. But then we came out here and we saw this land in Virginia, and we said, hey, let's go for it. So I got this, and we built the farm. There was no farm out here. I mean, out there, this year out there, we got soybeans growing. It rotates every year. Last year, there was corn. It was corn. When it comes to squash, just twist it. They'll pop off. You don't have to cut them. Just twist them. But last year, there was corn. Extremely high. Probably about, some of them close to 8 feet tall out here. At least 7, but I'll say, yeah. And then wheat comes in. That's what's out there now, wheat. Then the wheat gets harvested, and then soybeans go down. So this year we have soybeans coming in, and the soybeans are delicious. We take them, you know, at a mommy. We take them, boil them down, put some sea salt on them, and it's delicious. It is. It's a lot. It's really calming out here. Like I said, I grew up in the city, in the metropolis, downtown Baltimore. I'm an artist, and I owned quite a few art galleries downtown. And not only art galleries, I own pretty much a night lounge. So I got used to the loud noise and the sirens and different stuff like that. The people, everything. And I couldn't do that anymore. Thank you. I couldn't do that anymore. She was getting older, and it's not the life I wanted her to be brought up in. You know? But I'm still an artist. I do travel. I take her with me. She loves going to the art shows. She does her art pieces. I encourage her to do her painting, her drawing, her sketching, and she brings them with us. Yeah, that's my plan. I mean, I could do that any time of the year I want to. I can take, I want to get like a nice glass box and some strong glue and build a door on it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the books in there for them. Life is easier now. I will say this. It's a trade-off. Living in a city and having art galleries and doing my business as a nightclub owner, I made a lot more money, right? But my cost of living was higher when it comes to parking and rent and just life in general. So it's a trade-off. So I sell more artwork now on my website, and that's pretty much all I do. And then we travel to do art shows and things. I don't make as much money, but my cost of living is lower, and it's a trade-off. You know, as you see, rather than the latest style shoes, I just get some comfortable shoes. I get some comfortable sweatpants. I get some comfortable shirts rather than, a suit and tie or some super fashion. So I like it. I live within my means. She's able to eat good. We eat good. We got plenty of veggies out here. So we don't complain. And whatever we don't eat, I'm timeless. Hold on, I'm timeless. And we store up, throw it in the freezer. This year I want to try to make some preserves or some spaghetti sauce and things like that, but we'll see. We'll see. And as you see, I'm just out here in the middle of the rain. And it feels good. I love it. And I'll say this story here because this is something that always strikes me. A couple of things. I thought I knew what the night sky looked like. No, tomatillos aren't hard to grow. They're about as hard to grow as peppers or tomatoes. They're very simple. I thought I knew what the night sky looked like. Our first night moving out here was on November 15th of 2015. 16th, sorry. November 15th, 2016. And 2015, sorry. Either way. As we pulled up, the driveway was blue. All of this was blue. We parked the car and got up. We looked up in the sky and the moon was full. Everything, I tell you, was blue. It was beautiful. I had never seen moonlight like that before. Never. So as the nights went on and time goes, I'll walk out here into the middle of this field sometimes. Everyone's asleep. Sometimes my daughter will see me from her bedroom and she'll run out with me and we'll stand in the middle of this field and look up. We can see constellations, shooting stars. There's deers that graze. There's wild turkeys. There's rabbits. And it's fantastic. There's no light pollution. There's no noise pollution. You hear a couple of chickens out there and you hear a couple of turkeys, but that's it. Yeah, and I absolutely love it. You know, I never seen a hummingbird before in my entire life. I've seen one, on cartoons and TV, nature channels and things. But here, hummingbird come right up to your face like this and fly off. Scared me. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a giant bee. Hummingbirds, and my daughter called them dragonfly parties, because as the night goes down, the dragonflies come down and they are swarming all over. And she's out here just running around and romping with them and giggling and laughing. And it makes me feel good, But I've never seen those things, And I don't come down on people who choose not to or who enjoy living where they live. It's just that I did that for so many years. And then I saw her, she was born, and, I watched the news, and every night on the news, it was just something depressing. And just yesterday, a friend of mine sent me a news report of a 7-year-old girl who was, something happened, I don't like to talk about negativity on my channel, but something happened. And my daughter's 7, and the area it happened in is an area I'm all too familiar with, where I grew up. And it hurt me, But anyway, yeah, this was the life I chose. But I wanted something a little more brighter. That's another acorn squash there. Hold on, wait, let me draw this back. There we go. So acorn squash there. Well, see, don't get it twisted. I actually loved city life. I just think if you don't know how to maneuver, it can be corrupting. It's anything, whether any type of recreation or whatever kind of vice you have, it can be corrupting if you don't know how to maneuver through it. And I've met people and I've had friends, unfortunately, who have succumbed to those vices, who have become victims of the areas they love so much. I was brought up smart, and I was able to maneuver throughout the city, and I knew how to communicate and how to move around because of just who I am, and also being an artist, you go places and people know you. So I had respect. So, and that's extremely important. But, sometimes when certain situations and circumstances come together, it cannot be in your best benefit. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to maneuver out of there. I wanted my daughter to maneuver out of there. And we just gracefully bowed out. Now, who knows what the future may hold, because there's some things on the horizon. I'm not going to speak on that yet, but there's some things on the horizon, so who knows what may happen. And while I'm over here, look at this. There's a nice yellow Jubilee, which wasn't ripe this morning, but is ripe now. So we're going to twist that. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. There's another one. That's a bigger one. That's not quite ripe. I can actually take this off and put it on the counter. It'll ripen. But this is done. A little green right there. Maybe I'll sit this on the counter in the window for a day. But it'll be done. Chopped it up, put in some salad. Or I'll make a nice caprese salad. This is my Dragon Cayenne. I'll get this off of here. I'll leave it. See it? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, look at this one. Look at that. Bright red. Red is a power color. Look how it's dominating. Look at this. Look how that red just dominates this complete area. Even if I didn't tell you that was there, you're like, what is that red thing? It's power. Absolute. Peace. Thanks for rocking with me, man. Thanks for joining in and spending some time with me. I appreciate it. You're welcome back anytime, my dude. Anytime. Yep. Tomatillos are very simple. The first time I grew tomatillos was the year before last. I didn't grow any last year because the soil was bad. I didn't know how to take care of soil. So that's why this year, all the soil is blended by hand. You may have seen the videos where I blended my soil by hand. And that's why I have everything in containers and pots and buckets and things, because the soil was just completely drained of all nutrients. So I gave container gardening a try, and it's good. Look at this big old radish. You see that? Sorry, my hair's in the way. Good grief. That's a big radish. Look at that. Oh, I got a split in it. Oh, something's been eating it. Something else thought it was yummy. Probably little cutworms and things like that. It's no problem. Things like that don't bother me none. So if that one's eaten, I'm pretty sure there's some other ones down here that are being eaten too. Now I had onions in this bag. I don't see onions. What do you mean? These are radishes. Let me show my daughter. She's gonna be happy then depressed. Like, oh man. Hey buddy.
Yeah.
Look at this radish.
Whoa.
Told you. Now watch this. Here comes the sadness. Check it out.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. You want it? You want to eat it? You want to eat it? Why?
I just don't.
You just don't. What you want to ask me? What's up? Okay. All right. The grass making your legs itch?
No.
Okay.
Right here.
Ah.
Right here. Right here.
Oh,
Right here.
the mosquitoes. Hey, it's 3 o'clock. What's that mean? It's actually 3:36. Get. You know what that means, right? All right, sweetie. Bye-bye. Love you. All right. Yeah. I'll put this in the compost. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who came in the room and talked to me today. Unexpected. What I actually want to do, I love the dialogue. I'm just one of them people who love to talk. I'm pretty much an open book. Love to run my mouth, answer questions. If I don't know, I'll just say I don't know. I love to learn. And if I do have knowledge, I love to spread it. This is my compost here. Hey, I thought I told you to do something. When will you learn? This girl, she makes me happy. Even when she's being herself. That's when I really like it. Come on, sweetie. You want to go to the movies tonight, right? Well, come on. Come get clean. Come on. Come on. Remember what we always say. If you do it, it's done. That's right. Come on. Take my hand. She can't resist that. All right, sweetie. I know. Here, you want to hold this? I said hold it, not eat it, Yoshi.
Ding dong.
Here, take this. No, take it. Take it in your hand. Take it in your hand. Little lady. All right, say bye-bye to the garden.
Baby garden. But I haven't even got to check out the garden with you.
You did. You were in there, and then you decided to go sit on the swing. Now we have to back up your vehicle.
No.
Yeah, back it up some more.
No.
I'll back it up with my fists.
No.
How's that sound? We don't want to get wet. Here, take this tomato and go to the house. Take the tomato and go to the house. Cookie, take tomato and go to the house. You know what? Come on, stop. Stop fooling around. Take tomato. Go to the house. If you want to eat it, you can. I don't mind. I'm getting ready to sign off soon, but you're just watching craziness right now. Because my hands aren't getting to the button fast enough. Hey, can I pull me off an hour-long video? Huh? I don't know what she's saying. All right, that should be fine. Look at her. You checked the coop for eggs today? No. Hey, 2 of them in there. They knocked one on the floor. If it's your job, how come it's not done? Well, come get the egg then. It's on the floor.
Is it egg?
No, come get the egg. Take that in the house with the tomato. Put it on the counter. Look at these 2.
Oh, wait. I want one for Daddy.
I know. Come here. All right. Say goodbye to old Hansel and Gretel over there. Say goodbye to old Salt and Pepper. Spinderella ain't here. Say goodbye to old Heckle and Jekyll over there. Let's go, buddy. And as always, tell them.
Peace from the Garden of Feodora.
Bye-bye.